I spent 2 years, 2 years, 2.5 years on Nofap. I went from doing it 4 or 5 times a day, 4, 5 times a day, to doing it maybe once in a month. Let me say that again. 4, 5 times a day to doing it only once in a month. That's progress. So, regarding NoFap, I know a lot. I know a lot because I spent a lot of time on this as it always had a big, it always was a big part of my life. It always had a big impact on my life, whether I was on streak or not. I placed really like big emphasis on it. So I really worked on it. Like this is one of the most important things in my life. It still is. It still is. I aim to have the most perfect streak. But as of the moment, I don't have it. And it's something working on. But what I can help you do is minimize the damage. Minimize the damage, as honestly, NoFap is one of the most hardest thing to master. Like controlling your urges, controlling your mind. It's something you've been doing for the longest time. It's a really hard thing to do. It's a really hard thing to conquer. Going to the gym, you can easily do that. It's not that hard once you start doing it. You can do it alone as well. But if you have a gym friend, if you're a gym bro, a gym partner, you can easily go with them. So there's like less resistance to it. Or like when you journal, when you meditate, you can easily do those things. It's not that hard compared to this. For me personally, like I do all the habits, but this is the by far the hardest for me. So in this video, I like to share my experiences, all the lessons I learned, all the tips, the best tips I can give you, as I have been on this journey for quite a long period of time. In 2 years, that's a lot. So if you're new to this, if you're new to NoFap, if you're new to this, make sure to watch this video. I'm sure you'll learn a lot. So let's get to it. The first tip. Honestly, when we relapse, all we want to do is just be lazy and do nothing. Be lazy, do nothing, just lay down, watch some shows, watch some Netflix and chill, or just some random YouTube videos that have no benefit or points. Don't do that, man. That's not going to do any help to you. All it will do is make everything worse. It will just make the pain last longer. So, if you're supposed to study, if you're supposed to go to the gym, or even if you're not supposed to, still do it. Still do it. Still study. Still do something productive. Do something that actually makes you feel better. Go talk to your parents. Go talk to your friends. Like, do something, bro. Do something. Don't just sit there. Don't just lay there. Just watching more TV shows. Watching some random YouTube video that has no point. Trust me when I say this, bro. Just get up. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you were supposed to do. Whether it is to study, whether it's to practice your graphic designing, I don't know, but just coding, do some code. It's like, I'm not supposed to do anything. Do anything except be lazy. That's my first step. The next tip would be is to figuring out what went wrong. What do I mean by this? Grab a diary and a pen. Get these two things and just write down your thoughts. Yeah. Grab a book, grab a notebook, grab a diary, grab a pen, and just write down your thoughts. This will help you. This will help you realize what went wrong, what what led to you relapsing. This will really help you figure that out. Because sometimes we do things unconsciously that lead to our relapses. Sometimes we do things unconsciously that leads to our relapses. And you journaling about it, you writing your thoughts will help you figure that out. Personally, for me, it was sitting at my computer desk when I was bored, or when the urges used to kick in, or when I wanted like something to make me feel not bored. For example, let me elaborate. When I used to sit while bored, I used to go on social media. I used to go on social medias, and I used to mindlessly scroll, hoping for some dopamine hit. And of course, 90% of the time, I didn't get it because I was craving for something more. So what I used to do, I used to go on Reddit and basically just you know those subreddits. I used to go on them, and yeah, you know the rest. Second tip for you is basically write down your thoughts, as this will help you figure out your mistakes and what you're doing wrong. We, as human beings, we are not perfect. We are imperfect beings. And this is why we should accept the fact that we will make mistakes. We will make mistakes. But we need to learn from the mistakes. Making mistakes is easy, but learning from it, improving on it, that's the hard part. And we gotta do the hard part. Always. We always gotta do the hard part. So my third tip is to detach. Detach. What do I mean by this? So your brain's already fried, right? Like you already overstimulated your brain by watching all those nasty stuff, all those nasty haram stuff, right? What I used to do, and I'm guessing you guys do the same thing as well. After relapse, you go on your social media, you just keep mindlessly scrolling, or you go on YouTube, or you go on Netflix. You just watch stuff that brings no benefit to you, and that's something you shouldn't do. As your brain's already fried, over stimulating your brain won't really do any benefit. So what I used to do to this, I used to go out. I used to go out on these walks. I think I like to call these meditative walks. Basically, in these walks, you just walk and organize your thoughts, the thoughts that are running inside your head. And when a thought actually catches my interest, my attention, I grab onto it. And I break it down. This helped me figure out figure many things. So, like what? Sometimes like when it's walk, sometimes thoughts like, why was I bored? Why wasn't I doing anything? Why was I just sitting around? Why didn't I just watch something productive instead of going on social media, instead of going on, you know, mindless scrolling on my Facebook. Why didn't I read the book I was supposed to read? Why didn't I just go outside my room and talk to my family or something? Why didn't I just do something else? Like these things, like these walks made me realize these stuff, and it helped me counter them. So whenever I was on my way to make the same mistake, I stopped myself because I was aware of where this was going. Part of conquering your mind is realizing where your actions will take you. Part of conquering your mind is realizing where the action you're doing will take you. And going on long walks, going on these walks, helped me realize. So these are basically it. But one extra thing I like to say is let it go, man. I know it's hard. I know it feels like the end of the world. I know all you feel is self disgust and hate for yourself, but trust me when I say this. Holding on to those emotions, to those feelings, won't really do anything good for you. It will only bring you down. The faster you realize it's better to forgive yourself, the better. Focus on the present, focus on the future. Don't focus on the past because we can't change the past, but we can change the future or the moment we are in right now. Control what you can, do what you can, let everything else unfold itself. Time will heal you, man. Time will heal. Trust, faith. Have faith in Allah, have faith in God, have faith, have belief. Everything will work out. Everything will work out, man. If you watch so far, if you watch this so far, honestly, thank you. It means a lot. I know this video wasn't perfect, but inshallah, I'm gonna improve as well. I'm gonna do better. Inshallah, you'll be watching good videos as well. So thank you, man. Take care. Take care.